Hey kids, how's everybody up there in YouTube land this evening? Yes, I did not do a Patreon only live stream today. I just decided to go ahead and do one because, well, frankly, I was just too damn cold to send out all of the emails with links and stuff to everybody. So I decided just to go ahead and make it public today. My apologies to the Patreons for not having a private patron only, but I was just too darn cold today, guys. So, hey Trav, hey John Dolan, hey Armco Smoking, what's up? How's everybody doing this evening? I am freezing. Yes, Miss Shar, it was a very, very long, cold, wet day. I got the crap beat out of me today. So, good, because I seem to never get the link. Okay, Alex. Oh, it's Miss Shar's. It's my fault. I should not have gone today. I should have stayed where I was. This is all my fault. So, hey, Mike, how you doing? Oh, right now I am sitting here doing my darndest, trying to warm up with some coffee. Although I got to admit, I put a little nip of hazelnut liquor in there. So what is that? Kahlua, hazelnut flavored Kahlua. I put a little hazelnut flavored Kahlua in my coffee, trying to warm up. I am cold. So how far did I make it today? I don't know what the mileage was. I usually do my miles with my laptop, and I don't have a laptop anymore, so I guess I could figure it out with my other one, and I didn't pay attention this morning when I set out, but I'm in Cape May, New Jersey. Bailey's works good too. Yeah, well, I didn't have any Baileys. I'm in Cape May, New Jersey. That's where I made it to. I am at the very southern point of New Jersey's coastline. So, but man, it was rough going all day today. So, that rain today, and was thinking you were going to get a long cold shower. Yeah, I got very cold, really beat up, much bigger waves, a lot more wind and much bigger waves than what they had forecasted. If I had known what I was getting into, I would have stayed where I was at. It was just not worth getting beat up. I'm chilled to the bone. I am in my second set of clothes. I got 2 shirts on. I'm wrapped up in a towel, long pants on, socks and shoes. So, trying to do my darndest to warm up. I got the generator running the refrigeration because that usually warms up inside the boat here a little bit. And I made some coffee and warmed my hands up on the coffee pot. So that, how'd the boat handled it? Just motored. No, I sailed. I sailed most of the way here. In fact, I didn't kick the motor on until the last 3 hours. I kicked the motor on. I motored out of the inlet where I was at there at Atlantic City, and then I sailed till, I guess I sailed on till about 3 o'clock, and I got in here right around 5 or so. So whatever Noah says, double it. Yeah, I am on anchor, Mike. I'm on anchor. Andy, no, they're not out. I just was too cold and too tired today to go out and send out the 40-some emails that I do to those people that are invited to the live stream. So I just said, to hell with it. I'm too cold, wet, and tired. I decided just to make it public, to make it easy on myself tonight. This is not a permanent change, just one Sunday laziness. What situation? Where are you now? Okay, I just said that. You need 1,000 milligrams vitamin C, stop you from catching a cold. It's not a bad idea, John Dolan. How about I eat an orange instead? Actually, it's not an orange. It's a not a clementine. It's a mandarin, a little mandarin orange. So yeah. So anyhow, I made it to Cape May. Very, very cold, very, very wet. lots of big waves, boat bouncing all over the place. Nothing broke, everything worked fine. Made some good time, I'll tell you. And that wind, the way that wind was blowing, I was doing 7, sometimes 8.5 knots with the motor and the head sail out. It was moving me along at a fairly brisk rate. So the dog did not like it at all. In fact, she stayed down below. Not that I was requiring her to. Of course, I would have had she come up on deck, but she just stayed down below because that's where she wanted to be. So she hung out down here in the cabin and tried to stay as warm and dry and comfortable as she possibly could. She stayed nice and warm and dry the whole day because she stayed down here on the sofa cushions. Me, I was up there in the steering chair, driving the boat, getting poured on all day long. So, anyhow, I'm gonna eat a little mandarin orange, get my vitamin C in me while I'm talking to you guys. Other than that, it was a pretty eventful day. I had one sailboat pass me today. Yeah, right, she's the smarter one, no doubt about that. I had one sailboat pass me today, and I had, I don't know, like 9 cabin cruiser type boats pass me today. And one fishing boat, that was it. Hunker down there and hopefully get a couple days rest there. Yeah, I'm going to have to, roughly 41 miles, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hunker down here because we've got some real bad weather coming. I came here to, I'm at what's known as the G7 anchorage. If you know Cape May, I'm in the G7 anchorage. And there's a bunch of boats here in the G7 anchorage. In fact, I had to come all the way to the back of the pack and sneak into the back here to get the anchor down. So, need to get a poncho with a large bill on the hood. I need a Dodger and a Bimini. Actually, no, what I need is a nice Lagoon 440 where I could simply have driven the boat from inside and not worried about it. That's what I should have. Or I should have been smart enough to just stay put when it was going to be lousy weather like that. So, but I wanted to get here because I was thinking, hey Frank, I was thinking if I got here, I could easily make the next jump to get up into Delaware, but it looks like the next 2 or 3 days the weather is going to be pretty crappy, and so we're not going to be going anywhere. In fact, it's going to be pretty cold, wet, crappy here, and I'm going to be kind of stuck here for a little bit. So hey, Kelly Binks, how you doing, buddy? Made sail today safely. Yep. We're in Cape May, New Jersey now. So canned mandarin lemons have no vitamin C after the pasteurization process they go through. This is why vitamin A and D are added to our milk. Huh. I didn't know that, Mary. Good to know. These aren't canned mandarins. These are fresh ones. No, Miss Shar, I didn't top off my fuel before I left. So, must be a good anchorage. It's supposed to be a very good anchorage. The holding seems to be pretty good. I am anchored in about 8 feet of water. I have about 100 feet of line out. Plus I have my little added weight added onto my anchor line, which should hold me pretty steady. So, yep, I'm definitely gonna wait for the next window. I'm on the hook, Andy. I'm on the hook. How wide is your boat in the cockpit area where a Bimini would go? I don't know exactly. I've never measured for a Bimini. I don't know really, Cliff. Hey Marie, hello Miss Char. That was very nice you, Carl. Yes it was. Hey Ian, what's up? Almost high tide here another hour. Yes, that's correct. Yep, I got here in plenty of time to run the incoming tide coming in the inlet, which was nice. But you have to put a windshield on for it to work. Well, a lot of the biminis on sailboats, the Dodger rather, a lot of the Dodgers on sailboats, they have, you know, it forms a fabric sort of windshield, and you use that flexible plastic stuff to sew into that to make windows. So one of these days I'll get one made for this boat, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just sell this boat and buy a bigger one. So great Go Fresh. Yep, these are little fresh mandarins, and they're very, very juicy, and they're delicious. And a good dose of vitamin C. So anyhow, we made it here to Cape May. We're going to hang out here in Cape May and wait for some weather to pass over the next couple of days. I'm going to do my darndest to stay warm. I am all bundled up. Actually, right now I just have a big beach towel wrapped around me, but I'm going to end the live stream early tonight and pull out my blankie and my pillows and try to get warm for a bit, because I am chilled down to the bone. So the only source of heat that I have is my propane cook stove that I can use to add a little heat to the cabin. Plus, also, you can hear I'm running the generator right now. The generator runs the refrigeration on the boat. The refrigeration generates a good amount of heat in the boat. In fact, in the tropics, it's going to be quite of an issue. I'm trying to think of ways of venting that heat overboard. But on a cold night like tonight, I'm kind of liking the refrigeration running right now, because it's warming the boat up. I think I'm up to about 70 degrees in here right now. So I do not have any Alaskan gear anymore. So, but I do have some warm clothes. I can stack on some clothes. So make a good beef stew and warm yourself up. Yeah, I don't have any beef for doing that. So. Nor do I have any root vegetables. Well, I've got some potatoes and some onions, but don't have any beef. No stew tonight, so drink some shots. Yeah, that's what I did. I took a little bit of hazelnut Kahlua and poured it into my coffee this evening. So, plus when I first got here, I had a nice warm shot of rum, and that seemed to help things up. So, although really drinking shots just in fact makes you colder, it doesn't really make you warmer, but you think you are anyway. Any straight whiskey? Yeah, I have some whiskey, but I have some whiskey. Yep, I have some rum too, so I drank the rum. If you see me looking over here to my side, I'm watching my anchor alarm. I think I'll be okay. I backed it down for everything it had and kept it in full reverse at flat out, trying to you know, pull my anchor as best I could, and I couldn't get it to budge with the boat in full throttle. I kept it in full throttle for quite a while, so I think I'm pretty well set. But you know, we'll see. So big batch of chili. Oh yeah, chili would be good tonight. So did your blood thin out already since Alaska? Yeah, Frank, all that hot weather I had in upstate New York, I think you know, got me reacclimated already. So yes, I live stream every day at 7 o'clock. You need to spoon with Miss Lily T. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know about spooning with her, but she tends to lay on the bed next to me anyway, so I'm sure she'll cuddle up, especially if it's cold out. She'll cuddle up pretty close to me. So thank you, Frank. Yeah, there's my PayPal should anybody want to contribute to the adventure. So give up on Patreon only? No, I did not give up on Patreon only. If you had heard earlier, I said that I was very cold and very wet and trying to warm up, and was very busy here trying to get some food in me and some warm beverages in me before the live stream. I just didn't take the time it takes to send out all the emails to everybody to make it a Patreon only. So I decided for tonight, one time only, I was going to make my Sunday night live stream public. So that's what we did. Hey, Doug. Yep, it is a small world. Got it, just asking. No problem. There we go. Tell you, those little mandarins are just so sweet and so delicious. They're kind of stringy though. They got a lot of little strings and stuff on them. You gotta take the strings off, but no seeds, so they're really nice. So coming in late. Did you make it to Cape May? Yes, Doug, I'm in Cape May, brother. I am in Cape May. I got here just in time for your live stream. That's why I dropped in, but I'm sorry I wasn't paying close attention during the live stream. I was trying to get warm and dry and get some coffee making going and try to get myself warmed up. So, hey, honeybees, how you doing? A pleasant surprise. Okay, well, I can assure you I'm going to be here for a while because it looks like the weather forecast shows that I'm going to be pretty well stuck here for like, I mean, possibly 3 or 4 days. So I was bad in Doug's channel. Uh-oh, Woodbeast, what'd you do, brother? Were you instigating trouble over there? Great move today. I'm still fighting this head cold. Yeah, I saw that during your live stream. You didn't look very good at all, Doug. In fact, you really ought to change your thumbnail, because your thumbnail you look like me, like a real grumpy butt all the time. Craving mandarin oranges. Oh, sorry about that, Patrick. Yeah, they are good, man. They are good. Anyhow, guys, I am just frozen. So, how do you like those big? I didn't see any mansions on the water. What's the name of Doug's channel? Doug, what's the name of your channel? Put your name up there. Really bad now. Email me some. I have no idea if there's any water service taxi here at all. 12. I just got here, got the anchor set, and got down below trying to get warm, and you know, now doing the live stream. I've not investigated anything here. In fact, I'm still so cold and still so chilled. I mean, while I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I'm sitting on my hands trying to warm them up because I'm still freezing. I got to get my body, my core, warmed back up. So I actually think I'm going to end this a little early this evening and get underneath the covers and see if I can't warm myself up under my blankies and stuff. I'm going to pull out my extra blanket I have up there in the bow. I have a nice wool blanket, a heavy-duty wool blanket, an Alaskan blanket. So I think I'm going to drag that out this evening and kind of add a little added warmth to the bedroll tonight. So tell you what, I'll eat a bowl just for you. Okay, there you go. Good job, John. That was really nice of you to do that for Trav. Yeah, don't have a heating pad, so put a hat on, it'll help a lot. Baldy. Weather, cold, wet, and raining. That's what the weather is here. Cold, wet, and raining. It's about 68 degrees outside and raining. With about a 15-mile-an-hour wind blowing through the anchorage right now. So, still how down here in Savannah. All right. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant by how was hot. Oh, yeah, that's what I've been trying to do today. I've been trying to think warm thoughts all day today. So, yes, you're right, Doug. I should have kept the propane heater. You were absolutely correct. I have kicked myself in the butt for not having done that. So, can you imagine how the early settlers survived? Yeah, well, they were smart enough not to be sailing on the coast in September, the end of September. So, yeah, Bill, I'm in Cape May. Well, you'll be down south soon, and it'll be in the deep snow, perhaps. Yeah, maybe, Don, maybe. Hey, Slipstream, how you doing? Oh, yes, I sailed today in the crappy weather. My head sail got soaking wet today. Absolutely soaked. Temperature here is about 65 here right now. No, Doug, you don't need to send it to me. By the time it gets to me, I'll already be someplace warm. So I have to drive up to the New York City area tomorrow. Want me to go get that? Oh, Miss Shar, no, thanks anyway. I appreciate it. No, that's all right. I'm going to survive just fine, and I'm going to be heading down to some warmer weather here very quickly. So that's just what I'm thinking about. In fact, there was a period today about midday, about when I was about the halfway point between between Atlantic City and here, where the water got to be almost a tropical turquoise green color. I was kind of surprised that the watercolor all of a sudden turned and looked, you know, that it cleared up. It was very clear water. I don't know how good the viz was, but the visibility looked like it was pretty good. But this the water had sort of an aquamarine sort of color to it, sort of that blue-green color. It was really pretty and making me think, I guess I'm getting south, because that water started looking like, you know, the kind of water you're going to run into as you get further south. So that made me, it cheered me up a little bit to see that watercolor. So I know I'm heading in the right direction anyway. So somebody asked, how far am I to Annapolis? How many days of travel? I don't know Slipstream exactly. I mean, because it's going to be dependent on the weather. But actual travel days, 1, 2, 3, 3.5 actual travel days would get me to Annapolis. 3.5 actual travel days. Now, how long I get hung up here waiting on weather, that's going to be a big difference there. Would not heating up some soup help warm you and the boat? Yeah, Marie. You know. Darn it, Marie, why weren't you here to tell me that? I actually ate a cold roast beef sandwich for dinner tonight, but I have good soups in the cabinet. You're right, I should have made some soup for tonight. I'll have soup for dinner tomorrow night, because it's going to be just as cold tomorrow night, although hopefully I'll be warmed up by then. Gets cold in North Virginia this time, yep. Lots of free and cheap places once you get down to Georgia. Okay. Gotta go, big man. Well done. Okay, 12. We'll talk to you later, brother. You be good and you be careful. So, guys, I'm serious. I'm gonna do a bit of a short live stream this evening because I'm just really cold and I wanna get under the blankets. And you can tell, even though I'm here in a pretty well protected anchor, as you can see by the movement of the Lord, the boat's still rocking quite a bit. So have that soup before you go to bed. I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not going to I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm just going to get underneath my blankets. That's the warmest spot on the boat, is underneath my blankets. So get some sleep, because I've not gotten much sleep the last few days. I really didn't, with all that wind blowing up there. And of course now we've got a bunch of wind coming down here, but I've got both of my anchor alarms set and the boat looks like it's riding on the anchor pretty good. So thank you, Bill. Yeah, me and Miss Lily are fine. There's the dog. She's sitting there cleaning herself, as she always does, sitting there licking herself. So heading to Port Washington. How far is the West Marine? Oh, gone sailing. If you're in Port Washington, take the water taxi over to what's known as the Stop and Shop dock. And then as you come off the dock, you turn left. It's a half a mile up to the West Marine store. What are my plans for tomorrow? Nothing. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here on anchor tomorrow. I might possibly drop back onto a marina tomorrow and get a dock. I don't know yet. I'm going to continue to monitor the situation, look at the weather. It looks like the weather forecast slowed down a little bit. The wind speeds that they were originally projecting we're not going to get quite so bad, but it's still going to get pretty bad. So I'm keeping my options open. I may, in fact, drop back to a slip in a marina, and then again, I may just ride it out here. I don't know. So. Soup is not only for dinner anymore, breakfast maybe. Yeah, well, it depends on how cold it is in the morning. I was actually thinking about some bacon and eggs for breakfast tomorrow, or maybe some sausage and eggs. So All I've been doing is sleeping. Yeah, I hear you, brother. Well, that's how you get well, man. Kiss Miss Lily on the... Well, I don't know about kissing her on the lips, but... Soup for breakfast. There you go, Marie. All right. Oh, you said good night, Miss Char. Was Miss Char? Oh, she is leaving. Okay, I'm sorry, Miss Char. Good night, darling. We'll see you later. Tell Dave I said hey. Oh, and once again, thanks for everything, Char. You guys were absolutely awesome, and I really appreciate it. So, stay healthy, my friend. There you go. Anyhow, and with that said, why don't we go quickly do a shameless shout out, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the live stream. I know people get upset when I do short ones, but guys, I'm chilled. I just got to get underneath some blankets and warm up. So, I am really tired. I think you could tell. Damn, I'm really tired and I'm really cold, and I'd really like to just snuggle in my blankets and get warm. There you go. Sailing Slipstream, he's got a good channel, does some good stuff. Doug's on here. Douglas and Bergamo's got a good channel, so you can check out Douglas's stuff. Who else is on here's got a channel? Still like the Old Sea Dog. Yeah, Old Sea Dog's a good channel. Certainly is. Yep, certainly is. He does good stuff. So, all right, guys. Well, look, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys, because I'm just chilled. So, I picked up another 20 subs. Hey, Slipstream, awesome, man. Awesome, good to know. Samson Boat Company. Yep, they do some good stuff. That fellow is stalking you again, is he? Oh, well, that's his problem. Cool channel, Slipstream. You did good, Skipper. Keep it up. I asked Doug a question today. Okay, well, cool. Cool. That's what his show's all about, asking him questions about his car, and he'll try to give you answers. So, but anyhow, on our end here on the Good Ship Lily 2, the boat performed admirably today. Engine ran smoothly. My concerns about the driveline, having some vibration stuff in the driveline, I ran it long enough today to say that I don't think we have an issue there. I think the driveline is working just fine. What else? So the engine's working fine. The sails all work beautifully. The boat handled beautifully today. I don't know. All systems are working, so nothing broke and everything's working today. So that's a good day out sailing. That's about all we can hope for. But anyhow, guys, look, I'm going to go ahead and run. I'm going to go to bed here and try to get warmed up, and I will do a morning live stream in the morning, and so we will see you guys then. So be good, be careful, take good care of one another, and remember, in the description down below there's links to my PayPal and Patreon should you want to contribute to the adventure. If not, we'll see you guys tomorrow, everybody. Thanks, everybody.